Hi there, I'm C. Pembroke Handy, and this is the Tiny Town Times Blues News Report of our police activity log report for Thursday, January 14th. I'm filling in for Chad Coles, who is out with the mumps. The purpose behind these videos and the write-ups is not to hit you over the head with wild, violent, sensationalist news about cop stuff, but to give you an idea of what the cops deal with every day around here. And some of it is quite mundane and boring, and, you know, if you don't like it, get lost. But stick around and listen anyway. Some things are pretty funny. Officers responded to a location to interview a resident who had requested to speak to the police about a suspicious person in the area. This is about 3:30 in the morning, and cops checked the area, and no persons or anything unusual was located, which is not unusual. That's more usual than you know. Search warrant service with the Investigations Division on Spencer Road. The officers assisted Bang's ambulance around 7:45 in the morning with a medical call. There was a two-car property accident on West Buffalo Street at 10:08 yesterday morning, and a complainant reported unauthorized use of their bank account. West State Street. That sucks. Officers assisted the Ithaca Fire Department with reported hazardous conditions due to ice, and that was on East State Street, and we're wondering if that was probably falling ice. We're in the middle of a thaw here. A thaw, the January thaw, just like it's supposed to be. Good old 2010. Bad check complaint on 3rd Street. Cops assisted Bangs with a medical call. On South Meadow Street, there is a property damage accident, and on Buffalo and Taganic Boulevard, two-car property damage accident on West Buffalo Street. Officers assisted motorists in accessing their vehicle. This person on Pier Road apparently does not have AAA, so they had to call the cops to bust into their car. Old ammunition was taken into possession to be destroyed from a residence on Lynn Street. That was around 3:45 in the afternoon. A tractor trailer that reportedly was losing a load of rock salt could not be located by an officer on South Meadow Street. Well, that's when you call the deer in. You call the deer in to get rid of that, to track that truck down. Report of juveniles being allowed in front of a store on the Commons at about 20 after 3 or so. The kids split after the cops showed up. A car semi property damage accident on Aurora and Buffalo Street. A report of physical harassment in Bank Alley on the Commons at about 20 of 4. So there was something going on there on the Commons there. Car bicycle MVA was reported. However, upon arrival, the cyclists advised that no accident had occurred. He'd fallen from his bicycle and didn't need any further assistance. I guess he wasn't eager to pursue a lawsuit there. Report of a very minor property damage accident. Neither party involved required an MV 104 report. That was on North Cayuga Street at about 4 o'clock. A motor vehicle report was not filed. Two-car property damage accident on State Street in Eddy. The students are back. Hello. Three-car property damage accident on South Cayuga Street. Now here's a great one. Report of a parent dragging a child up the road by the coat. The officers spoke with the subject, the parent, who stated that he was bringing his child to the police station to speak to an officer after the boy had attempted to steal a candy bar. That's right. You grab that child and drag him off to the police station, and you have him sit down and talk to an officer about what it means to be a thief. Officer responded to clear the roadway of debris from a damaged crosswalk sign. The city DPW was notified. Taganic Boulevard. Officer stopped the vehicle and found the driver to have a suspended license on Stone Quarry and City Line roads. Verbal domestic on 5th Street at about 7:15. And there was a report of an ongoing traffic issue on South Albany Street. The folks over there are not happy with the blinking lights, I don't think. Theft of an item from a vehicle on the Fairgrounds Memorial Parkway, also known as the City Dump Memorial Parkway, also known as Big Boxville. Caller reported someone knocking on their window at about 9:30 last night, and that is spooky, up on Thurston Avenue. That case is closed, so I guess nothing came of it. And finally, a warning was issued for noise on North Albany Street, and that case also is closed. 30 calls altogether. There were 2 arrests and 5 charges on each arrest. When the police charge you, if you have several charges, each one is called an arrest according to their logbook. But in fact, it's 2 people, 5 charges. So they always want to throw an extra feather in their cap if they can. And all too often those charges are dropped anyway. Thanks for stopping by. This is the Tiny Town Times Blues Police Report for Thursday, January 14th, but it's Friday, January 15th, Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday.